This though, because this is a question a lot of parents ask themselves. What do you do if your child comes home upset about a bully? This is a huge problem all across our nation, and we've got one local guy here taking the issue and putting a new light on it.
That's right. His name is Mike Hall, and he's been changing lives with his very personable approach to bullying, and I've seen you in action before. You're fantastic, and before we get into the nuts and bolts here, I just have to say that you have a special gift, I think, when it comes to speaking to teens in a way that teens can understand.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I've been working with teenagers for probably 20 years, and I just believe that in able to teach them, you got to reach them.
Yeah.
And in order to reach them, you got to do something that I call edutainment, which is half education, half entertainment. So make them laugh, make them think, and then you change their life.
Well, and you really do. I know Nick has seen you in person, but I was able to at least watch some of your videos here earlier this morning. You're very entertaining, and you seem relatable because it sounds like from the clips that I saw, you're telling stories of things that you lived through yourself as well, right? Things that happened to you when you were their age.
Yeah, absolutely. When you ask kids what their most important quality is for why they respect an adult, they'll say, or their parents, they'll say, because they're able to admit mistakes. And so when an adult is candid with a kid, it tells that kid, you know what? It's okay. What I'm going through is okay to admit and to deal with.
So October is Bully Prevention Month. What do you want parents and maybe even kids to know alike about bullying and how to maybe be preventative?
Well, I'm convinced that all of our actions, our reactions, come from two places. We're trying to answer two questions. Everybody's trying to answer two questions, especially kids. Do I matter and do I belong? And all of our actions and reactions are a result of how we're answering those questions. So that's why I attempt to communicate to kids is you do matter and you do belong, and you need to help the people around you believe the same things. Specifically in my video, Hero's Guide to Bullying, I talk about 4 things: how to act like a hero. H, hold your head high, be confident, even if you have to fake it. E, empathize with the other person, find out where they're coming from. R, remember the truth about yourself, that you do matter and that you do belong. And then O, outstretch your hand and actually try to squash the drama.
And try to reach somebody else, right? I love that because it's like you're empowering the kids to sort of take control themselves.
Yes, to be resilient especially.
Yeah, because and I think that's a question a lot of parents have, right? And that's what we were saying too. I know we don't have a lot of time left, but just briefly before we go, because I want to be sure parents hear this. If your child, because parents deal with 2 things, right? Not only could their child be bullied, but for some parents, your question, you want to be sure your child is not bullying kids either.
Right.
Whether or not it be overt, it's not always like you see in the movies. Sometimes it's sort of more subtle, and you don't want your kid to be a kid who's making other kids feel bad in any way either. Do you have any quick tips for how to prevent either side there?
Well, my tip for motivating any kid towards any behavior that you want them to embody would be that you have to reach their mind, their heart, and their imagination. So you need to help them to see who they want to be and who you want them to be, feel what the other people feel and what they feel. This whole business about boys don't cry, horrible advice. Boys do cry, and it's okay. And then also help them to imagine who they want to be someday.
Wonderful tips, wonderful advice. As we said, Nick has had the privilege of seeing you in person, but some other local folks will too. Soon you've got a couple local schools coming up. I know Southern Pines is one, and then you'll be here locally at Cuthbertson here soon, right?
Cuthbertson High on November 13th, speaking to the whole student body.
Wonderful. We've got it. We'll have information on our website, fox46charlotte.com, if you think that you would be interested in having Mike come out to your school, your child's school, or checking out some of the videos as well. Thank you very much, Mike.
MikeIsSpeaking.com. All the information's right there.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with your latest headlines and a check of the weather. It's all right here on Good Day Charlotte, WJZY.